back to Drinking by Myself. My name is Emma and today I am on a mission. This video is actually a collab with one of my best booktube friends, Lianne from Literary Diversions. I will link to her channel below so you can go check it out and check out her version of this video. Basically, we are setting each other some reading challenges. And without knowing it, you guys have actually helped me here. A little while ago, because we did start planning this a while ago, on my Patreon I asked you guys for some bookish scavenger hunt prompts. What you didn't know is that I was planning to use those prompts for Lianne. Last Christmas you gave me some reading prompts and the very next day I gave them away to Lianne. It took us a lot of calls and voice notes and texting to try and work this challenge out, so hopefully I'll be able to explain it in a way that will make complete instant sense to all of you, because it didn't make complete instant sense to us. But in this challenge we each are going to have to read 3 books. 2 of them we're going to be buddy reading, and then we have 1 more each that the other person has set us to read with me so far. The way that we choose these books is using your scavenger hunt prompts. So today I have got your prompts in front of me here, just lost them for a second, I haven't looked at them yet. I am going to go through until I find the perfect book from my red shelf that I think Lianne will enjoy, and then that's book 1 that she has to read. I don't have to read it, I've already read it. After that, we turn our attention to my TBR trolley, which you can't see. I'll have to move the camera at that point, and I'll keep going through more of your scavenger hunt prompts until I find a book from my TBR shelf that I think is Lianne's kind of thing, and then we will buddy read that one together. So that's 2 books. For book number 3, you'll have to watch Lianne's video because she has done this exact same thing using her patrons and their scavenger hunt prompts to find books for me to read. So she's found one that she's just set me as a challenge. I have just discovered what it is, so you'll have to go and watch that video to find out what it is. And then she has also chosen a book from her TBR for us to buddy read. So that makes sense. There's 4 books in total, but we each only have to read 3 of them. Okay, I think I'm just going to dive in now and give it a go. If I don't get to the prompts that you suggested, I will be saving up everything I don't use for a later challenge. I just haven't decided exactly what yet. So all of these prompts will get used. So starting on my red shelf, prompt number 1 is to find a book set in a country you've already visited. And I'm going to assume that that can't just be England. It has to be a country that I've paid a visit to. A lot of my books are also set in the States, and that also seems like a very easy choice. Okay, I'm going to go with this one, The Age of Light. This is set in France, which is a country that I have visited. I'm not sure that this would be a great pick for Lianne. She has said that she doesn't mind historical fiction if it's kind of up to the 1920s, and this is set in the 1920s, or 30s even. So like anything that or more recent, she's fine with, but I'm still not sure it would be her favourite kind of thing. A character whose name starts with the same letter as yours. So that's an E, so a very obvious choice for that would be Emma. This is Emma by Jane Austen, one of my favourite books of all time. I am assuming that Lianne has already read this. Ooh, this is a good one. Book covers with foil on them, like gold foil. Ooh, this is fun. So this is actually a proof. This isn't a finished cover, but it does have foiling on it. I don't know how much you can see that like the letters are shiny there. This is a really fun, funny, queer YA love story, so I think that Lianne might love this. I don't think either of us read a ton of YA, but this is one that I really, really enjoyed, and I think it would be Lianne's sense of humour as well. So should I go with this one? I'm now worried that that's cheating though, because I don't know if the finished copy actually has gold foiling on it. It doesn't look like it does. Okay, well, just side note, Lianne, I recommend you that book. The next prompt is a book with 2 or more colours on the cover. Any words on the cover don't count, it has to be the background has 2 or more colours. Okay, I mean, I think most of my books do have 2 or more colours. This one, for example, has lots of colours in the background and it has gold foiling, so double whammy. So Lianne read this. This is very good. I'm going to check her Goodreads. Okay, so she hasn't read that one, it's not on her Goodreads. But also there's a big part of me that really wanted to recommend her a thriller because I know that she loves thrillers. So I think I'm going to keep searching. A book where the title begins with the same letter as the author's first or last initial. Okay. This is actually weirdly hard. Okay, the first one that I came across in my bookshelf is very small, and it's The Grown Up by Gillian Flynn. I'm assuming that the T of the doesn't count. Damn it, she's already read it. Okay, well, I found one for that prompt anyway. Oh, next one, great for me, a book with a drink on the cover. This has a drink on it, A Simple Favour by Darcy Bell. Has Lianne read this? Okay, so I just looked at Lianne's Goodreads and she previously DNF'd this book, A Simple Favour. I think this book is hilarious. It's a thriller, but it's like taking the piss of thrillers, and it has like the most messed up dark secret that gets revealed. The movie is also hilarious. I'm a huge fan. Not everyone gets this book. I think if you take it seriously, you won't like it. But I thought it was very tongue-in-cheek, and I loved it. Lianne has DNF'd this book, but for reasons you will understand when you go and watch Lianne's video, I think I'm going to set this for her anyway. I think Lianne should give this one another go. I'm so pleased with this result. That is perfect. I literally cannot stop smiling. Okay, so book number 1 that Lianne has to read is A Simple Favour. Now let's choose the book that we're going to buddy read. So I'm going to bring you down to my TBR. Okay, here's my TBR trolley. So continuing with the prompts, find a book with a flag on it. A flag on it? Do I have a book with a flag? What happens if I don't have one? I don't think I have a book with a flag on it. I'm so sorry. Next prompt. Find a book with 3 or more people on it. Okay, I just looked at this one. This one has 4 people on the cover. This is The Immortalists by Chloe Benjamin. And I am tempted to pick this. If you knew the date of your death, how would you live your life? I think this could be fun. It's really hard because I think this would be quite a good pick. But also I'm just having fun and I want to see what prompts come next. But then I don't want to put this down if I then can't find anything better. What to do? Okay, I think I'm gonna stick with this one. I still have so many prompts left, so maybe Lianne will have to do this again. But this is the second book I'm gonna suggest that we buddy read together. I have no idea what it's gonna be like. Okay, so I have 2 books now that I am forcing Lianne to read. I'm gonna insert a clip here of her reaction when she finds out the books.
Oh hi Emma, it's Lianne, your former friend. When I picked the books that I picked for you, I thought to myself, she's maybe going to be a little bit annoyed about this one, but surely she'll find the humour in it. I realise now the error of my ways, and I should have foreseen it, that there would be some sort of comeback. Some revenge, if you will. How do I describe the original experience of reading A Simple Favour? Let me see. The movie was great, but I spent the entire first 40 pages of the book thinking, why is this person's information all over the internet? Why does everybody know where she lives? None of this is actually plausible. I see now that I may have missed the point of the book, that it was meant to be a tongue-in-cheek thriller, but nothing about the book actually told me that. So maybe giving it another go will not be that painful, but probably it will. But nevertheless, for you, me and my cloak of skepticism will try it again. I will repurchase a book that I have DNF'd. As for The Believers, I'm actually quite excited about it, so haha, didn't manage to screw me up with 2 books, just 1. It sounds like a really awesome plot, and although me, in my personal experience, would never in any way ever want to know the date that I was potentially going to die, like never ever, I cannot think of a worse thing. I still really like it as a concept, and I still think it's going to be really interesting to buddy read, especially you with the strange places that your brain goes. Like Codenames, when you're like, that's a perfectly reasonable clue, and everybody else is like, is it though? So yes, I look forward to meeting you on the buddy read battlefield. Possibly I will be using my copy of A Simple Favour as a burning weapon. I was going to finish this like I finish our voicemails, like love you bye, but I don't think I do anymore.
So over the next month, I will be reading The Immortalist with Lianne. I will also be buddy reading the book that she chose for us. You'll have to go and watch her video to find out. And I will be on my own reading the book she selected for me. Again, you will find that out in her video, and you will see my reactions to that news in her video. So do click the link in the description box below and check that out. And we will post both of our vlogs at the end of the month so you can see how we got on. See you next time!